Front expected to hit South Florida. You may start wanting to look up because you should look at your trees and roof. Iguanas become frozen during extreme temperature drops below 50 degrees. And when they do, they start falling from the trees.
Yeah, it's quite the sight, right? NBC6's Chris Hush is in Coral Terrace after speaking to an iguana removal expert on what you can do to keep you and your property safe.
With some iguanas weighing as much as 25 pounds, you simply don't want one falling on you, your pet, or your property. Today we spoke with the South Florida iguana removal expert who gives us tips on how to prevent this from happening come Wednesday morning.
They'll climb the trees to go to sleep, but what happens while they're up there, when it gets so cold, they lose grip of where they're at and they start falling from the trees.
With temperatures expected to take a dive by Wednesday morning. Michael Ronquillo, owner of Humane Iguana Control, is expecting iguana removal calls to spike as temperatures dip to around 50 degrees, triggering them to become cold stunned, unable to move as their metabolism slows down.
Imagine if you come here early in the morning to go walk your pets, and you're not aware these iguanas up there, they can fall on you, and in homes as well. They can fall on roofs, on cars. A 6-foot iguana, 25 pounds, if it falls on you, you're going to feel it.
I hear something in the tree, falls right on the ground. Frozen solid.
In November of 2023, a similar scene around South Florida. These images capturing the cold-blooded reptiles seemingly paralyzed in place until temperatures warm up, allowing them to regain movement. With calls expected to increase up to 30 per day, Ronquillo says residents who want to take preventative measures should start by wrapping their trees.
So when you wrap this around your tree, more or less like about the chest high, what happens is one tries to climb up and they can't because the material is so slippery they can't grip it.
Along with trimming trees away from your property so they don't fall into your pool, on your roof, or your car. And if you come across an iguana on Wednesday, use caution.
But if they're cornered, they will defend themselves. They'll try and tail whip you, which they can whip their tails with 30 miles an hour. They have very sharp teeth, very sharp nails. So if you don't have experience, you should not, attempt to grab them.
Now, obviously, that isn't a problem if the iguana is still cold stunned, but once it warms up, it begins to move normally again. So with that said, the expert also suggests that if you need to remove one of these iguanas from your property, call a professional. In Coral Terrace, I'm Chris Hush.